clear cup, stir slow, little swirl of shimmer in the snow. Got gloves on, hair tied, you draw petals while I mix the sky. Tiny bubbles, tap the sides, hold your breath till it all aligns. You laugh, say baby here we go, we're catching light in every overflow. Let's pour some resin in these dreams we hold. Turn the kitchen table to a pot of gold. Take that glowing powder, watch the colors flow. Make this rose and paw print glow.
Hi guys, welcome to Yippee Hippie's Resin Journey. I'm Lisa and I am from West Virginia, and I'd like to take you on this journey with me as I learn resin art. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, hit that like button, and share the video. It is very much appreciated. Today I am making a glow-in-the-dark rose and a glow-in-the-dark puffy paw print jar, and I'm using the glow-in-the-dark mica powder that I got from Temu, and right there I'm showing you what ones that I'm using. I'm using the yellow glow-in-the-dark, and I'll add a little bit of glitter in with each one of them because I want them to sparkle. And I'll do this with every color, and then I'll add alcohol in to dissolve the mica powder before adding the resin in with it. But I'm just, choosing what colors I want, and getting, all my small containers, my small cups together and ready for the pour. Now I do this in 2 steps because I wanted the pads of the paw print to stand out with a certain color, and then I came back later to add the final coat for the paw print. And I'm just getting all my colors together, like I said. I got this on speed, so there's the colors that I'm using. I'm using orange, pink, yellow, blue, and green. And all these are the glow-in-the-dark UV mica powders. Now I'm just pouring in each cup. Now I'll set a little bit to the side. Once I get it all in the cup, I stir them up real good. And what I want to do is I'm wanting to put the separate colors in each pad. That's why I had 5 different colors. And then I will fill the paw print jar part with all the different colors, but I end up adding glue to it so that it doesn't muddy together. You see me, I'm just putting them in each little pad of the paw print. And I'll do this with every color. It has been kind of rainy and dreary in West Virginia the last few days. I had tornado watches and stuff. And I'm just stirring it up to make sure it's well mixed together. You'll see me, I end up cleaning up my mold a little bit because it was, I had got resin in one of the pads. There you go. There we go. And I'm just cleaning the pink out of that so it'll be blue. And then I'll put this to the side and wait for it to dry before I put the next resin on it. And although you can't see me on camera, I end up putting glue in each color so that it doesn't muddy together. And I'm just using regular clear Elmer's glue, and I put 1 drop per cup. And I'm just pouring it in. I forgot to spray it with alcohol, so I went back in and sprayed it. I'm hoping to get like a vacuum chamber or a debubbler eventually, but as of now, I'm just doing the best I can with what I've got. And some of them come out with bubbles and some of them don't. My paw print ended up having a pretty big bubble. And I'm just pouring each color one at a time, and it has glue in it so that the colors stay separated and don't combine. If y'all have any suggestions on anything that y'all would like for me to try to do, leave it in the comment section below. I'm up to attempting anything as far as the resin art goes. So, uh, I still haven't quite got the bloom effect done down good, but I'm gonna give it another try. It was suggested by, I think it was Tina from Pours Resin with Love, to get me some of the bloom white pigment, and that should help me with my blooms. You'll see me go around the edges of my molds too to make sure that, I try to get rid of as many of the bubbles as I possibly can. I've got some upcoming videos. I'm expecting some stuff in the mail, where I'm going to be making my tribute to my mom and my dad. I've already got part of the order in. I'm just waiting on the final stuff so I can make those. I'm debating on whether to make them into wall hangings or trays. I'm thinking about trays, but I'm not sure yet. My mom's birthday's the 21st, so I'd like to make something in honor of her. And that little area is messy. I'm going to have to clean it up. You'll see me go in and try to get the bubbles out from underneath the rims. That's what I'm doing right there. I'm taking my and just working the bubbles out. And I wish I would have done it on the top of the jar too, but I didn't. I think I forgot to do that on it, and it just in one spot um, there was a bubble, but I still like the jar. So now I'm mixing in some purple and some purple glitter. And this is the extra resin that I had left over. Putting in some glue. Finishing filling up the rose top. And then I'll go in and put the rest of it in the bottom part of the jar. I've been trying to get my daughter-in-law to get in the room with me and create with me. We used to do different crafts and stuff together. So she might be in an upcoming video eventually. Right now I'm just trying to make sure that they're domed. And then I pour the rest in the bottom part of the rose. And I'll let this set and cure, and then I'll come back in and mix some more resin for the rose. I'm just making sure that there's no bubbles underneath the rim. I'm hoping to get better at the videoing and the editing and stuff. I'm trying. I'm getting there, but slowly. You'll see me come back in here in just a few minutes, and I'll get started on the next part. There's me showing you how it shines. Spraying it so I can try to get rid of bubbles. I love how these glow in the dark. They're so pretty. And the table I made, I love that table. I made it for my daughter-in-law. Now I've got my Would You Resin one in there in the living room. Now I'm coming back and I've mixed up some more resin, and I'm going to mix the colors and finish filling up my molds. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm putting the mica in the cups, putting some alcohol in, swishing it around, get it to dissolve real good, and then filling them up with the resin. Now I'll do this with all the colors like I did before, and then I'll start putting the resin in. I gotta clean my little area up because I've got all this new stuff coming in, and I've got to make room for it and bring some of the stuff I have in my resin room back in here in the game room on my shelves, because I've got shelves that I put my stuff on in my game room. Once I get all the colors mixed, you'll see me. I'll use another drop of glue per color to thicken it so that they don't muddy together. And the top of the rose, it looks like it muddied, but it didn't. It didn't. The colors stayed separate, and it turned out really, really pretty at the end. Again, if y'all have any suggestions for me, any advice, I do take it to heart, and I read my comments. Just comment down below, and if there's anything you'd like to see me do in the future, just put it in the comment section below, and I'll give it a try. I want to get some multifaceted molds. I've got a few of them in my cart, but I haven't ordered them yet. But I plan on ordering at least one in my next order. Where I'm on a budget, it's kind of hard, but I figured I'd get me one, splurge a little bit, one every once in a while. But I'm really fascinated with the multifaceted molds that they have and how pretty they turn out. So I cannot wait to get some of those. It When you put glue in this stuff, it makes it look like slime. It's like, oh my goodness. It's a little harder to work with when you put the glue in it, but it's worth it because it keeps the colors from merging together. When you see the top of the rose at the end, you'll see, what I'm talking about as far as each and every color in the top of that rose, is separated and turned out so pretty. I'm just taking one color at a time until I have all the colors in the rose jar bottom. I'm just adding the pink in. I end up having extra, so I pull out another mold. And I had just enough to fill this mold, which was nice. I'm just pouring it in and letting it fill up. Squishing it to make sure it goes to the bottom. Making sure that there's no bubbles left underneath. And I had just enough to fill the bowl up, which was awesome. I always keep the little puppy heart mold out just in case. That way, if I have extras, I can throw it in there. Now I'll spritz these with alcohol. And then I'll let them set, and I'll come back with the demold. Just making sure there's no. So I did go under it. I still ended up with a massive bubble on one of the part of that paw print. That's all right. It still turned out pretty. I didn't think that I did that. Okay, and then I will let this set, and then come back for the demold. Here I am, back again. And I'm going to start with the bowl. It was kind of hard to get a grip on it. I'm just trying to get a good grip. I end up spraying some alcohol in it to where it would release better. You can tell I'm struggling with it, trying to get it to release. And there's not really much special about this little bowl. It's just a little glow in the dark purple bowl, but I like it. That's all that matters. And there it is. It turned out really pretty, and there was no bubbles in that, which was nice. And I made sure I put my mold back together the way it goes. And I'm just showing you how it glows. That paw print's something else, though. This is the bottom part of the rose. And I struggle with it for a few minutes, and I end up spraying with the alcohol to get it to release. It was suggested that I use just soapy water, so I'm going to do me another spray bottle with just soapy water. Then I'll have my alcohol and my soapy water, and that way I can use it to get my molds to release. And I'm just putting the mold back together the way it goes. Then I put it back there. See how the colors didn't merge? They actually stayed separate. Now, the top of this is what I absolutely love. The top of this rose. It's beautiful. I want to do it again, but not in neon or glow in the darks. I want to do it in a different, because I did one rose that was multicolored, but I want to do it again and use the glue and do it like this one, because you can see every color in that rose. It turned out so pretty. I like how the tips have got orange and blue and pink and yellow. Now I'm demolding the paw print. And I think I end up pointing out where the top of the paw print, where it bubbled and cracked. I don't like the bottom where it has that glob of purple at the bottom of it, but it's alright. It's one of those things where I should have left well enough alone, let it stay the way it was, because it was really pretty. And then I had to add a little purple in there. And here's the paw print. And it's pretty, but I'm showing you right there. There's where the big bubble was. It actually took the whole corner out of my paw print. But it's still pretty, and I still like it. And I love the rose. I think the rose turned out beautiful. And they glow. Well, I hope you enjoyed my video. Again, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that like button. Share the video. It's really, really appreciated. And if you want to send me some happy mail, my Amazon registry is always listed in the description box below. It ain't necessary. It is appreciated. I hope that everybody has a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next. Right there, I'm showing you a rose that I put in resin. But anyway, I'll see you in the next one.
Clear cup, stir slow. Little swirl of shimmer in the snow. Got gloves on, hair tied. You draw petals while I mix the sky. Tiny bubbles tap the sides. Hold your breath till it all aligns. You laugh, say baby here we go. We're catching light in every overflow. Let's pour some resin in these dreams we hold. Turn the kitchen table to a pot of gold. Take that glowing powder, watch the colors flow. Make this rose and paw print glow. Make this rose and paw print glow. Yeah, this rose and paw print glow. Old shirt, stained floor, you spill, we're both laughing even more. Dog hair on the mat, she steps close like she knows it's hers. Imagine that, watch it settle soft and slow. Little